So I want to just talk a little bit about my own journey because I really teach from my own experience, as many of us do. And I've been really shifting and transforming my practices and my mind so much lately, and I want to share it with you. One of the reasons I think breathwork is so profound and so of the times is because it's a practice that you don't really need anything other than your being and your breath to move you out of your head to your heart, to move you deeper inside of yourself. And what the world needs right now during this transformational time as we awaken is to awaken within and remember who we are, remember what we came here to do and how to be, and how to essentially transcend. So, I want to share with you my breath practices that I'm doing now. And for those of you it resonates with, you can join the party. So I learned my original breathing awakening really happened through the Art of Living, I think in 2008, 2009. And I learned the Sudarshan Kriya through the Art of Living, which is a very long breathing technique. Along with that, I learned a couple of other breath practices that were really profound as well. But the Kriya, the long Kriya, is what really woke me up. Like, it was extremely psychedelic, and I had the overwhelming feeling that we are all one, and I am God, you are God, we are God. And that's really kind of simplifying the journey that I had, the experience that I had. So over the years, I've really worked with that breath, and then started studying as Wim Hof kind of blew up the scene with his breathing techniques. And then the breath book by James Nestor kind of created this umbrella and allowed breath to become something that we just speak now about around the dinner table, and really gave reference to a lot of teachers, studies, just so much. So as time went on, I started needing more for my own breath experience, and have now kind of created this combination from what I learned through the Kriya and from holotropic breathing, Stan Groff's work, Michael Stone, the neurodynamic breath work, has been really profound because it is really in alignment with the way that I kind of see healing. It allows for you to be your greatest healer with the breath. So, and really what I learned through those teachers is that creating a safe space for a long breath journey is the most important piece. So that is for breath journey. And when I say breath journey, I mean a circular breathing where the intention is to get you out of your head and into your heart. So you're going to feel a lot of transformation through the body. Stan Groff really got to this breathing through working through psychedelic medicine, and he wanted to create a breathing technique that would achieve that same state of consciousness. And so that's really important because that is the intention of breath journey, to shift your state of consciousness, to release emotions in the body that are not serving you, and to really allow you to go where you need to go to remember and awaken your true self, your God self. So that is breath journey in a nutshell, and my experience with it. So, and I mentioned Wim Hof. So Wim Hof has his breathing technique, and how he came to it is, from my perspective, a little bit more through a regulating the body intention, being able to still get out of the head to sustain very cold temperatures, or to sustain a very high athletic endeavor. Again, really working with the nervous system. So all of breath work works with the nervous system. And Wim Hof has done a lot of studies. There's so much data now, which he's done, which is amazing. So different from breath journey, again, my perspective is Wim Hof breathing can be done daily. You can do a few rounds, and if you don't know what it is, that's okay. You can check it out, but you can create a daily practice. And what happens for me in that daily practice, I do a Tumo breath, which is very similar, I feel, to the Wim Hof breathing. What happens for me, so I wake up and I come on out and I sit on my couch, and I just am grateful to hopefully be up before anyone in the house, and I down-regulate my breath. I do a slow, just observing my breath, making sure my exhale is longer than my inhale. So I down-regulate my nervous system. I know that sounds funny because I've just woken up, but most of us wake up with racing thoughts and are in an upregulated state, even if you feel very tired. So down-regulate for a few breaths, and then I go straight into a Tumo breathing, a circular breathing, fully in, out, and I do this form of breathing, and I do it every day. The experience I have is that I am gratefully waking my body up. I'm waking my lungs up, waking my diaphragm up, getting my breath system going, strengthening it, and shifting through little tightnesses that may be there when I wake up. The second piece is I'm moving out of my head and into my heart. So racing thoughts, whatever's happening in the morning, gotta do, gotta get, gotta be, no. Drop out of there and it's straight to the heart. I'm in a more expanded place when I'm done. I'm in a less triggered mindset when I'm done. What else? So you're working with your immune system. You're actually strengthening your immune system through this breathing. You are creating a space where your nervous system, especially if this breath work is done daily, can sustain a more regulated state, a peaceful state, down-regulated state. So this is that breath every day. You're shifting your nervous system. So now going back to breath journey. Breath journey is just like the amplified version of that. And I think Wim says that you can get to that place, that breath journey place with his breath. For me, it doesn't happen. I love doing holotropic, neurodynamic, my style of breath journey. And that is what works. You get to shed stuff you do not need. You don't even know what's coming that day. You just start breathing, you let go. The sound, the music, it's done to music. There's a beautiful soundtrack that I have that I've created, and I know many teachers do similar things, and it's evocative. Stuff comes up, you get to make sounds, you get to breathe, you get to let go and move through what is no longer needed in your body and in your spirit and in your mind. So I do breath journey, I would say once a month, twice a month, sometimes every week. But the most important thing for me is the daily, day-to-day practice of that Tumo breath or that Wim Hof breathing that's regulating my nervous system, moving me out of head to heart, and then some other breath practices in there. It just gets me slowing down, less reactive, and over time, just everything starts to open up. You'll want to do more. You'll want to do more breath journey because you start to open your mind and your heart into this, like the place where we're meant to be, the quantum field, the heart space, the one space. So I hope this helps.